My main image was suppressed because it may not match the product or UPC/product ID. Upload a matching image or correct the product identifier. I did full upload. Any thoughts? Yeah. So if you're somebody out there who has a UPC issue and Amazon is saying that your product identifier is not correct for your specific product, there's a couple of solves here. The primary one is 9 times out of 10 that I hear people say this, they don't have a GS1 UPC. So the very first thing you want to go and do, so you actually want to go over a GS1, get yourself a UPC code, upload that, and do a UPC change on the product. This requires you to upload a new variation of the ASIN under a different SKU, same exact ASIN, but different SKU with that, and then do a merge only for the UPC code. Now, let's assume that maybe you're in the ballpark where you already have GS1s, yet for some odd reason, Amazon is saying the product identifier is not correct. Same exact solve here, usually, where you're essentially going to create a new SKU variation of that product and see why it's saying that. You can also do a actual direct UPC lookup. I have seen before where people are using legitimate GS1 UPCs, and for some reason, somebody else out there has that exact UPC on their product as the identifier as well. And the other aspect of this, if it truly is a main image issue that you're running into, the easiest solve whenever you have some kind of main image issue that is a product identifier is to remove all but one of your images, do a full delete, and then relist with a full flat file update. So this is the probably fastest way to do a solve for a identifier, but you really need to understand what is the core cause of the identification issue. When doing changes through flat file uploads, is it advisable to use ASIN or UPC as product ID type? I personally like to use the ASIN, most of the time, just because you're probably going to want to do it across the board. Realistically, you can kind of do both because you can upload your UPC and ASIN at the same time, but realistically, it doesn't matter too much. If you're having any issues with your product having specifically information stick onto it, I would probably do the UPC. If you're just uploading something where you want a title change, I'm going to probably just say ASIN. How do you know if my main image is the reason my CTR is bad? For example, 20,000 impressions, only 80 clicks. What is that from a CTR perspective? That's really low. So you're sitting at a 0.4% CTR. So that's below what I would consider to be okay. I want to see minimum 0.75, right? If you're saying at a 0.4, that's not great in my opinion. One of the things I would probably do here, and what you can do, is one, first and foremost, A/B test, right? So the reason that A/B tests are what they are is because you need to. Now, secondarily, if you A/B test and you find that your CTR still is not improving, a couple of things to troubleshoot here. Do you have any keywords on your advertising that are above 0.4? If you do, you know that those are high relevancy keywords. Is it that your overall is 0.4 and you just have a bunch that are 0.1 and then you have a bunch that are 1%? These are factors that you have to take into mind, but A/B test is going to be your fastest route to figure out. And I'm always going to encourage people to just, swap out their main image every so often, do some testing with it, A/B test, then manage your experiment. You can use softwares like PickFu. There's also Product Pinion is another really, really good one for testing, essentially, to see, does it make sense to swap out your main image? And the answer 9 times out of 10 is yes. If my Amazon ads are converting, but my organic conversion rate is low, what should I fix first? Ooh. Well, I think the question would be, your organic conversion rate is low. What is your organic conversion rate? Are you saying it's low, 5%? Or are you saying it's low, 15%? Because 15 is good for organic. But one of the number one things to understand is that price is the number one converting factor, or feature, I should say. Always, always, always consider that price is always going to have a huge conversion factor. Secondarily, if you have direct competitors that are lower priced than you, check your listing. Do you have people that are advertising on your listing a product that is very, very similar and half the price? Because if you do, there's a very, very heavy chance there that you're likely in a situation where you can't beat those guys on price, but you could do self-targeting campaigns, right? To essentially make sure, I can be on my own listing and people aren't going to be on the listing as well. So it's one of the things that I probably would consider there first and foremost. But yeah, it's kind of frustrating when your organic goes down. I would check also what your overall ranking is. Are the search terms that you are ranked well organically, are they ones in which you are very relevant, or is it, keywords where you're irrelevant, I guess? If Amazon's AI shopping tools compare products for customers, how do I make sure my product wins the comparison? There's a lot of different ways you can kind of go about this. The primary thing that you need to understand is like how to actually show up for these AI features and these comparisons. The number one thing is that back in the day, we used to just stuff keywords in to get them to show up for search optimization, right? Nowadays, you need to take things like your bullet points and do a similar thing where you're still going to SEO optimize for search terms, but also make your bullet points as impactful from like a data perspective as possible. So like answering very specific questions. So what do I mean by this? So if I go to Amazon right now, let's pull this up real quick. Whenever you're on Amazon, right, and you're looking at this, you're going to see these questions down here. Can these balloons be filled with air? Are they biodegradable? Do they come with a pump? Why you might like this, compare with similar. So very, very quickly, one of the major things, like, are they biodegradable? So like, I would definitely, if these are, and it looks like these are the only places that that's showing up. So I'm guessing the answer is that these aren't biodegradable. Let's say you sell balloons that are biodegradable, right? I would add that directly into your bullet points and say that these are, biodegradable, made with X, Y, and Z, right? And the purpose for that, you can see premium quality here. They say dark green balloons made from premium latex material, which is durable and long-lasting quality with no smell, safe to use around children. The point of adding things like this and making it sound in this way is because this is something that somebody would be asking is like, are these premium at the end of the day? So that's how you now need to like show your comparisons when you're doing anything with like AI or trying to compare the AI.